Hey, okay, this is video 4. So that means I'm probably gonna do 4 videos later. Once I have dinner and stuff. Um, okay. So the reason why I thought about this is because, like I said, I like the 90s anyway, but then also the Dark Side of Comedy, which I just talked about, they had an episode on, well, they had 2 episodes that caught my eye. It was Dustin Diamond, from Saved by the Bell, and Saved by the Bell, the new class. Um, Actually, he was on everything that was Saved by the Bell. First, it was Good Morning Miss Bliss, then they changed the name to Saved by the Bell. He was on Saved by the Bell, the new class, and Saved by the Bell, the college years. So everything Saved by the Bell, he was on it. And the reason is because honestly, and to everybody that was interviewed for this show said the same thing. He wanted to break out of the stereotype character of Screech, but no matter what he did, he couldn't. So he just decided to kind of embrace it. But then what ended up happening is because he played it for so long that everybody only saw him as Screech. So then that made him desperate for, even more desperate to do something else. But it just didn't turn out good for him. Um, and I kind of feel bad because okay, first of all, he was the youngest kid on the whole cast. He was like 12 or 13 when all the rest of the kids were 16, 17 to start. And then by the time they were done, they're all 18, 19, and he's still young. So, and also, like, he was 18 when everything was done, or, still very young. So, and the rest of the cast all went on to do other things and get other roles because they, and this is common too, okay? Um, Most people who play a certain role to shed the skin of that role, kind of, they do the complete antithesis of the role and it shows their range. So you'll get like an Uncle Jesse, for example, John Stamos, and he played a killer in his next movie. Or you'll get Mark Paul Gosselaar Zach, and he played a cop on NYPD Blue, something like that. So, but Dustin Diamond just wasn't able to do that and shed it so much. So, and ultimately he died from cancer, but lung cancer because he smoked for a long time. Um, yeah, so it's just that's a very sad story. And then Chris Farley, he died because he was overweight, but then also he took too much drugs and too many drugs, and it's just sad because he died. They both died very young. But Chris Farley was 33. But I guess most of you know him from Saturday Night Live and then the other movies that came after that. Um, the sad part is Lorne Michael, the creator of Saturday Night Live, was trying to give him a spot on the show just to save his life, kind of, but it didn't work out that way because apparently he had some besides all that, he had insecurity. And so, even though he's really funny, he didn't think he was really funny. I don't know. So, yeah. And then also, I've seen commercials for the Backstreet Boys are now trying to advertise for detergent. It's really weird. And then Instinct came back on the Super Bowl, you know that. But here's something you may not have known. Okay. Everybody knows Justin Timberlake was part of Instinct, right? But they had a song, he put out a song, and so he says, Justin Timberlake featuring Insync or something. Like he was trying to separate himself, and so people took that as is there strife in the band or whatever. But he was just trying to give himself more, I don't know, like with the Twitter people and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I know when I saw it, I thought it was a little odd too. It's like, okay, why are you doing that? But then when they discussed it, or when the people discussed it, it kind of made sense a little bit after that. So, okay, bye guys.